So today's our topic is the rise and fall of Nokia. So firstly, let's discuss what are the key issues. So following are the key issues. There have several issues from the start to the end with Nokia. The key issues with Nokia were following. The major issue with Nokia was lack of investment in a better OS for their hardware, their belief for their product to be high quality and unbreakable was valid, but consumers' demand was something else. Nokia wasn't focused on research and development, which later became one of the causes of their failure. They should have brought innovation in their product such as touchscreen, apps, and high quality camera phones. Nokia didn't opted Android as their operating system. It's true that Google has provided a user friendly OS for smartphones, but Nokia relied on its old operating system. The failure of Nokia started when they went for Microsoft as for their operating system, which was developer of laptop operating systems, not smartphones. They could have survived in this competitive environment when they analyzed completely their adoption curve. They were unaware that it was coming towards them as iPhone introduced its first touchscreen smartphone with variety of. After that, let's assess the main strategic actions taken by each Nokia CEO. Firstly, we have what actions created enduring sources of competitive advantage. So, firstly, CEO Kairamo 1977 to 1988. He was the second CEO of Nokia. In his era, lots of mergers, acquisitions, and patents were added to the portfolio. After that, we have another CEO. His era starts from 1988 to 1992. He executed Kairamo's vision to the organization. He balanced the management and able to restructure the company into 6 different business divisions. After that, we have another CEO, Jorma Olila. His era started from 1992 to 2006. So, this CEO implemented the Nokia way, highlighting the Nokia's core values of customer satisfaction, respect for individuals, and achievements. Its continuous divestment of its non-core units like consumer electronics and home appliances made Nokia grow to become a mobile communications company producing mobile phones. By late 1992, Nokia had become the biggest producer of mobile phones in Europe and the second largest producer in the world behind Motorola. After that, let's discuss 2006 to 2010 era. So, both Nokia and Siemens joint ventures altogether combined their operations of network infrastructure with low price response in Asia. Joint venture with Sanyo, Japanese electronic manufacturer, to produce CDMA phones for USA. Phones of Nokia have their own OS software, which were developed by joint venture between Nokia, Ericsson, Motorola, Siemens, and others. After that, we have CEO Stephen Elop, 2010 to 2013. Market share of Android increased to double digit by 23%, while Nokia focused on selling low-end phones in Asia. Recognized Nokia on burning oil platform. CEO advised the company to accept its own change in behavior before it's too late. Now let's discuss the mergers and acquisitions. Nokia bought the Swedish electronics company Luxor AB, which helped them to grow their exports from four Nordic countries in 1982 to 20 centuries to 20 countries throughout the Europe, North America, UK and Asia by 1986. Digital wireless network standardization in Europe after the establishment of 2G network made able Nokia to easily expand into European markets. Nokia's performance was based on different mergers and acquisitions. After that we have economies of scale. Nokia introduced GSM infrastructure in 1991. GSM helped manufacturers with economies of scale. The production in 1992 of Nokia phones in units were to be 40 million, but in 1999 it was 250 million. Nokia intentionally produced its handsets. Now let's discuss what actions or lack of actions contributed to Nokia's fast decline. Nokia relied entirely on its hardware rather than software. It underestimated how important the software is. Nokia was focused on the development of the hardware and didn't saw that software is as important as hardware. Nokia didn't fail to recognize the importance of the software only, but also they failed to recognize the shift of the world to new era of smartphones. Nokia was confident and overestimated its strong position. When iPhone released their smartphone, the bad time of Nokia started, as they didn't adapt change and at that time didn't switch to Android. They didn't meet the customer demand and wants. Nokia could have brought premium phones with distinct features and best qualities, but they stuck to their low-cost models. The resistance to change of Nokia made them failed. Their competitors adopted Android, but they were still believing their old operating system would work for their customers. After that we have, please be sure to cover the following dimensions of strategy, like products, vertical scope, horizontal scope, geographic scope, technology, organizational structure. Nokia's initial strategy was growth by mergers and acquisitions. At first, it was effective and the company was growing successfully. However, a while later they were confronting losses. Later, the strategy to pursue the cell phone insurgency. They concentrated on the Android framework while their rivals developed entirely diverse things. Yet, when they realized that they were confronting misfortunes due to not being versatile to present business transformations, they chose to pursue that, but it was too late by then. Nokia's business technique is to fortify their situation as a main interchanges, frameworks, and items supplier. They plan to make customized correspondence innovation that empowers individuals to shape their own portable world. To accomplish these objectives, they are doing the following things: mechanical, including buyer internet administrations, deliver venture arrangements, expand proficient administrations by contributing to research and development, and grow to different markets. And after that we have what were external factors that enabled Nokia to establish market leadership in the mobile phones business. Following are the external factors that made Nokia a market leader. Technological factors. Human technology and innovation is what have been a success to Nokia. Improvements in the communication and enhancement in the quality of communication, new methods for exchange of the information and connecting to the entire world. Nokia was the key to users to get most of it. Economic factors. Economic factors have been favorable for Nokia. Nokia was aware of the economy, the host country exchange rate, inflation, and the potential security in the future. Social factors. There were several cultures Nokia introduced its phones. It operated in many numbers of culture and fulfilled the need of all levels of classes. After that we have how did each CEO react to these internal factors. Kairamo reacted to go for the acquisition strategy as the market was changing from 2G to GSM. Vorilato was able to execute the vision and successfully restructured the company into 6 business divisions. Telecom networking, basic industries, Nokia data, cables and machinery, mobile phones and consumer electronics. Olila turned the organization into the mobile telecommunication company. He used the back to basics method in steady growth situation. He allowed the company to focus on 4 business areas: consumer electronic, mobile telephones, networks, and cables. Kalaswao was reactive according to the market dynamics as he was chasing the smartphone revolution. Elop was reactive towards the market by confronting the burning platform through the strategic alliance with Microsoft. After that we have, did Nokia have any influence on these external factors? Technological factors. The issue was compounded by the decision of Nokia to get benefited from the less popular Windows Phone operating system and not to change from its old operating system. The choice of making Microsoft as a partner enables Nokia for vast range of technological advancement such as Windows Phone. Economic factors. The research and development of Nokia doesn't seem effective as they lack the capabilities which could have enabled them to new devices and technologies. The economy of European countries were stable, but 2007 recession brought some hurdle for them. Social factor. Nokia was the best fit for every culture and any income people. They operated globally and meet up with trends on cellular products. Customers wanted to have smartphone which run on Android, so Nokia partnered with Microsoft in order to meet with customer demand. And after that we have how did Nokia manage its ecosystem, consisting of operators in the early and app and software developers more recently. Nokia Fast Mile. Launched at MWC16, it was designed to resolve connectivity gap and bring high speed to residential customers in rural areas and urban areas. Nokia Fast Mile problem solution includes 5 components: outdoor modem, home router, smart app, LTEA, and the controller. Nokia strongly believed in partner ecosystems by creating innovative products with premium quality and adaptability in the LTE to the home market. Launching OV App Store just like Google and Apple and Windows phones. After that we have what would you have done differently? The company had a good brand image and a large market share. In the early of 2007, we would have introduced Nokia phones with 3G technologies. It would have allowed them to be competitive in the market. The company presence in US market was high and we have learned about the consumers' patterns in US. Provided them with a phone having features as smartphone. The investment for research and development would have been in developing a user-friendly and app supported software. We would have opted the change and go for the Android as operating system for Nokia. The decision available was to go with Microsoft, but we would have gone to the Google for their Android. Nokia hardware, which could have provided the most benefit for the Nokia. If we were at the place of Elab, wouldn't allowed Microsoft to purchase Nokia for $7 billion. The company worth was too much and the brand image was still alive. After that we have how could the firm have better prepared itself for the smartphone era. Nokia could have prepared itself in a better way in smartphone era by internal business perspective. They needed to identify core competencies of the company and worked hard to maintain its competitive advantage. The business process has to be analyzed, which could have huge impact on its customer satisfaction. Innovation and learning perspective. Nokia had to understand their adoption curve and improve themselves accordingly. They need to invest more in research and development and meet up with customers' demand. Financial perspective. The implemented strategy is truly reflected by the company's performance is what we see in financial perspective of a company. The goals and objectives should have been met as they should have been created more profits for their equity holders. Customer perspective. Nokia had to be focused on the customer satisfaction by providing innovative, quality, and low cost product to them. After that, we have its basic question how to do it, what to do, when to do, or timing of the action, how are you going to take action. So, the goals and objectives of a company need an executable plan to be achieved. Nokia ignored the change of technology and the competitors took advantage of it, which they have ignored at the time. So they have made wrong decision not to change with their operating system. They should have brought some visionary leaders or visionary CEO who could see what is coming up next. Their competitors have adopted the innovation in and change in technology in their product. Not only they have adopted it, but they have executed the action as well. Nokia could have gone for Android when it saw many of its competitors were going for Android. They could have somehow managed their competitive edge in their products, but they went for their old operating system and doesn't want to change. When they realized to change, it was too late for them. And they again took the wrong decision by going with Microsoft operating system, which were not compatible with mobile phones. The wrong decision by Alab made Nokia sold for $7.2 billion, which could have worth more than that. It was a result of wrong plan of action which have made them terribly fail. After that we have choosing the best alternative and your recommendation for preferred outcome. Before going for investing in new operating system, we have simply gone for Android as our operating system for Nokia. We could have become more competitive by our hardware as it has already earned a big name and provided a value to its customers. Nokia had to focus on new technology and upcoming trends. The customers were key factors for the failure of the Nokia because they didn't want a phone with best hardware, but a phone with multiple apps and a touch screen phone. So in that regard, Nokia should have introduced a phone with similar features as iPhone has introduced. Nokia was already the first choice of many customers with almost 75% of the market share. It is obvious people don't like switching too fast from one thing to another. So Nokia could have helped them by providing a best smartphone with multiple features.